Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to pre-market report sponsored by taxbuddy.com and finbingo.com. Finbingo.com is a website where you can buy a direct mutual funds without any commissions. For those who are not sure about direct mutual funds, there are two types of mutual funds: regular mutual funds and direct mutual funds. If you buy a regular mutual funds, there will be some brokers in between, they will be getting some money. They will not be getting only one time money, they will be getting whatever the mutual funds making, every year they will be getting some commission. So it is wise to apply for direct mutual funds. And FinBingo is also financial planning website. So regarding that, we will discuss later. Now we will come back to the markets. On Friday, US markets fell on back of US jobs data was very poor, and Dow has fallen. But at the end of the day, the Dow was closed about 59 point higher, but the Nasdaq has fallen 2%. So people are assuming the growth will be less. And the IT stocks, Nasdaq stocks particularly, they are all growth stocks. As long as the economy is growing very well, so these stocks tend to do very well. As expected, Asian markets opened lower, and most of the Asian markets are struggling. And Hong Kong, as usual, even if there is a very minor negative news, Hong Kong market will always fall 200-300 points. But coming to the news, this Omicron cases, there was a news report that said hospitalization of Omicron cases not surging in South Africa. In fact, yesterday I tweeted, I took a screenshot from the Reuters website, which says that Omicron might have picked up a piece of the common cold virus. Now they are saying that, this is as good as a common cold virus. There is nothing dangerous. Though this Omicron case was identified, how many weeks? 3-4 weeks before from South Africa, and not even a single death has been reported, or not even a single case of severe illness also reported. But the media, until they get another sensational news, so these people will keep on talking about this. Oh, India got 3 cases, 4 cases, 5 cases, 21 cases, 22 cases. I was just joking with my friend, if this media do not get any other sensational news, they may deploy the people in the playgrounds. We are directly reporting from the playground and 3 children fell while playing cricket. They may talk like this also. So otherwise, whatever the information we have right now, this Omicron is not bad. But the Delta variant was very bad. So when I was talking about the Delta variant, I remember this joke. Yesterday, instead of saying there was a shortage of oxygen, I just by mistake I mentioned a shortage of corona, right? So people started trolling me. Okay, so this Omicron case, the reports, though the number of cases identified is getting more and more, and US identified cases in 15 different states, and India 21 cases from different states, but the impact, the real impact may not be as bad as the people are thinking. So anyway, so we have more deadlier than coronavirus. So we have to deal with foreign institutional investors who are all out to sell our markets. And Friday also they have sold for more than 3,000 crores. And when the US markets was down, FIE selling figure, so SGX Nifty was indicating about 100 point gap down as of Friday night. But today morning, and because the US futures has recovered, I think last time I checked, the Dow futures was more than 200 point higher. Though Nasdaq future is struggling, Dow future is comfortably higher, and because of that SGX Nifty also recovered, but it was trading with volatility. So it went to 17,250, then came down to break 17,200, again shot up to trade around 17,270. So the Japan market has fallen because the SoftBank, a major bank in Japan, has fallen 9%. So this shows that this banking stocks all over the world is coming under pressure. Even in India, though Nifty has fallen about 8 to 10%, and Bank Nifty has fallen about 16 to 20%. So more than double the fall. And the worst thing is that, the weightage for Bank Nifty is very high even in Nifty. About 1/3 of the Nifty component are made up of banking stocks. So that is why Bank Nifty move very violently 600, 800 points, and then Nifty also move very violently 200, 300 points on almost every day basis. Look at Friday. Nifty high was 17,500 plus and low was around 17,200. The intraday fall of 300 point. So coming to FIA's position. So FIA is having 67% long position, 33% short position. I always say I'm more comfortable if FIAs have more short position, because if they have more short position, when the market falls, they will be in profit. They will like to book the profit that will stabilize the market. But 67% long and 33% short, in case if market falls, there may not be support from the short sellers. So however, the highest open interest is still intact at 17,000. So I still believe that though markets may be moving very, very violently, and markets still may take support around 17,000, or in the worst case scenario between 16,800 and 17,000. And if you look at the monthly options, people are creating straddle at 17.2, 17.3, 17.4, 17.5. So expecting, markets to consolidate, somewhere between 17,000 to 17,600, so that these people can make some profit. I think I told you I have also taken a 17,500 straddle where I have collected about 600 point premium. So let us see what is going to happen today, but be sure the volatility will be really very high. The intraday moves will be very high. And stock specific news, idea is looking very, very bullish, but if you are an F&O trader, you cannot trade in idea because that is under a trading ban. So on Friday, though market fell 300 point intraday Nifty, what I've observed that the market was falling just because of index heavyweights. So non-index heavyweights, it did not fall much. It was a concentrated selling in those 7 stocks, Hritik stocks, HDFC Twins and Kotak Bank ICICI and TCS Infosys and Reliance. And Infosys opened 2% gap up, but the entire gain was wiped out and closed in red. So now with the Nasdaq underperforming, so we have to watch, and then banking stocks will also be in focus ahead of RBI policy on Wednesday. So let us hope that Nifty takes support around 17,100. That was a last week on one day, I think it was Tuesday, Nifty took support around 17,000, and Wednesday it took support around 17,100. So the first line of support is at 17,100. So let us hope that is held on. As long as there is no more bad news about this Omicron, the markets will focus on other things like jobs data, inflation data, and this and that. So the markets may finally, try to stabilize at lower level. And of course, the action is really going on in the IPO market. So the 4 more IPOs are coming this week. And Tiga Industries, as I told you in the Dalal Street Week Ahead program, it has set a record. In the last 10 years, no other IPO garnered so much of money from qualified institutional bidders. So the action is still there. So there's nothing to worry much. And this fall is a fall for people who can consider investing for long term. So for intraday, so I'm expecting the market to trade between 17,100 and 17,400. Why so big range? Markets are making such a big ranges almost on a day-to-day basis. So keep watching HDFC Twins, particularly to see if there is any FII selling. And look at the HDFC, we shot up more than 100 rupees. Then in yesterday, one day, it fell more than 50 rupees. So HDFC can move 50 rupees, 60 rupees up or down in one day and making the markets hugely volatile. And even the Reliance is also not looking very strong nowadays. So let us see what happens today. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.